Hi, and welcome to Davidson Company's live coverage of the 2016 federal budget. I'm your host, Bahar Saadat, and I'm being joined today by tax partner and chartered professional accountant, Les Fabian. Let's roll up our sleeves and find out what we can expect for the 2016 fiscal year. Hi, Les, and thanks for joining us today.
It's a pleasure to be here, Bahar.
Les, it's official. The new Liberal majority government has finally released their first federal budget.
Yes, and it appears the spending spree has already begun. It looks like the deficit will be about 3 times what was promised during the election campaign.
Les, was there any information released about Trudeau's forecasted hairstyling expenses?
I did hear that there may have been an increase in the Prime Minister's fashion budget.
Les, what were some of the main goodies Finance Minister Bill Morneau delivered to Canadians today?
Well, as promised, in addition to significant infrastructure spending and investment in green energy, the government did bring in some changes or some new benefits for families in the way of a new tax-free child benefit of up to $6,400 per child per year.
Les, there were rumors milling that the Liberal government wanted to prevent certain types of professional corporations from receiving the small business deduction. Did that happen?
Unfortunately, it appears that the government has decided to bring in some significant changes to the small business deduction rules and who will be eligible for them. It will certainly require many small businesses, and in particular professional corporations, to re-examine how they do business and their tax strategies.
Les, now I also know there was some discussion about the capping of stock option deductions. Do you have any more info for us on this?
Fortunately, the government decided to leave the existing rules in place. It looks like they did listen to some of the venture capital leaders out in the market and determined that changes may hinder the ability for certain sectors to attract top talent.
Les, what changes will we see with personal and corporate income tax rates?
Well, to start, on the personal tax side, the government did keep their promise to reduce the tax rate on middle-income earners earning between $45,000 and $90,000 per year. As well, they added the top tax bracket for income earners over $200,000 per year. On the corporate side, unfortunately, they broke their promise to reduce the tax rate in accordance with the plan the Conservatives originally put in place, and instead have decided to freeze the rate at 10.5% going forward.
Now, we all remember sharp declines in crude oil prices were the reason for last year's tardy delivery of the federal budget. How do they factor into today's federal budget?
Well, certainly the reduced income from oil production will have a significant impact on tax revenues overall. However, for the workers that lost their jobs, the government has expanded its EI benefits to hopefully help those hardest hit in the oil patch.
Les, are there any other noteworthy items you'd like to share with our viewers today?
Well, I think the most significant item in the budget this year is likely the changes to the small business deduction and the small business rules. It's certainly a major shift from previous legislation that was in place for quite a number of years. This is going to require certainly some tax strategies to be revisited, not only by professional corporations, but also by other small businesses that could be affected by the changes.
Well, Les, thank you so much. Unfortunately, that's all the time we have for today. Where can our viewers find more information on the federal budget updates you went over today?
Well, we'll have a more detailed summary posted to our website at davidson-co.com. So I invite everyone to come have a look and get more details on the changes that were made today.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Les.
Thank you for having me.